Okay. Alright. We just gotta keep checking the maps. It's gotta be the answer on how to do it.
Right then. Krunpak, where are you?
Later.
I don't believe this. I just can't find the place.
Me neither. It isn't on the map.
But why would this fairy explorer describe a place that doesn't exist? Or did it once exist but is now abandoned?
That's it.
Hmm?
Krumpak is the name of the place in the Shades language. When the fairy explorer was there, it was a shade town. But this map is new, so it'll have the human name of the town.
So we have to find out what the town of Krumpak used to be called.
Exactly.
Okay. Can we find it in here now?
Okay. What should I look for?
Grunpak.
Alright, I just hope the encyclopedia is more up to date than the map. Kedguri, Kayak, Kedguri, Kismet, Krunabel the Terrible, Krunpak. Krunpak, once known as Redstonbury, is a town in the southern heath, known mainly for its salt mining and the blah blah blah. Redstonbury, this is it.
Again, what's with the blah blah blah? Who wrote blah 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 in there?
So, Redstonbury,
Whoa.
where are you?
That isn't Redstonbury.
No.
Oops.
That isn't Redstonbury.
Oops.
That isn't Redstonbury.
Oops.
Sorry.
That isn't Rest.
Oops.
That isn't Rest.
Oops.
That isn't Rest.
Oops.
That isn't Rest.
I can't remember where he said it was.
That isn't Rest.
Oops.
That
Oh,
isn't
I
Rest.
can.
Oops.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know I could move the map like this. Ah, there it is.
There it is. Redstonbury.
Excellent. From there, we have to
Redstonbury.
follow the footsteps of the fairy explorer. There are 7 steps in total. I'll read them out, and you look where it takes us, okay? Good. We're in Redstonbury. The first point is 2 days' march north to the foot of the mountains. Where's that? Mark the place. Okay, from there, 1 day's march eastwards. The place has to be somewhere on a large plain. Next step, go northeastwards until you reach the road. You got it? Follow the road in a northerly direction until you reach a river. The next marker goes where the road meets the river.
Okay. I think I may have this a bit messed up.
Follow the river to its mouth. That's good. Now head south. Follow down the coast until you reach a large bay. East of the bay there should be islands. Mark the bay. Okay, from there head northeast. It's the second island along. You got it?
That must be the Isle of Sordia right there.
The fairy's journey to the island was a little strange, but I do believe that you're right. Let's mark the island on the small map. We'll give Nate the map and then we can leave the town at last.
So now we know where we have to go.
And
Oh, that was
our
easy.
chauffeur is sitting in the cage outside.
What are we waiting for?
Alright, let's go. The prisoner. It's Captain Nate.
We have the map.
At last.
Then we can get this show on the road?
Hey, first get us down, and then we'll cast off.
Yoo-hoo!
Huh. Yoo-hoo! Ooh, chapter 3. Alright. The Sunken Temple.
Everything okay with you guys?
Yes! This must be the entrance to the temple. How long do you think it'll take to repair the engine?
Oh, it's more complicated than it seemed. You shouldn't wait for me.
Whoops.
Ooh, how exciting! A sunken temple full of danger and adventure, a lost artifact, and we are the valiant treasure hunters hot on the trail.
Listen, Wilbur, you did really well in Seastone, but this is different. Things could get really dangerous here. I'd prefer if you stayed out of this.
But,
I'll call you if I need you, okay?
but...
Keeps going, hey, come on, let him help.
He's gonna hate me for that. But I'd rather have an insulted gnome to deal with than a dead one.
Huh. Oh, a lot of stuff to look at. Hey, Cheap.
Hello, Cheep Cheep.
Could you not make yourself could you make useful somehow?
Can't you help me somehow? I don't know either. Fly reconnaissance missions? Find another entrance to the temple? Push Captain Bonnet off the ship?
Why is the bird allowed to help when I'm not?
Cheep Cheep can look after himself.
So can I? I am a certified mage.
Really? Then why don't you magic the door open for us? See you, Cheep Cheep.
She's got you there. Alright. Branch.
A snapped branch, presumably from one of the trees up there. Strange vegetation here. Normally these sorts of plants and trees are more likely to be found in the south.
Take it. Okay. A dry earth.
One of the paving stones is broken. You can see the earth under it. The earth is hard and dry. One of the paving...
Fish bones.
How did that fish get here? Maybe a seabird left it.
Or it was a flying fish.
Ha.
Right.
They do exist. Grandad's squadron was called the Flying Hellfish.
I'll just take one bone. You never know when a small, sharp, curved thing might come in handy.
Huh.
The sea
Ocean?
swallowed the temple and the artifact of divine fate. If everything goes well, we'll claim it back again today. The sea swallowed the temple.
A beehive.
The bee's nest is definitely inhabited. There are bees buzzing around all over the place and they're fighting the fire fairies for the nectar. I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest and steal the honey while the bees are still in the nest. Forget it. I've also got nothing to put the honey in.
Huh. Alright. The alcoves.
4 little alcoves positioned around the entrance. There are strange symbols under each alcove which I can't read. Under those are words in the old language. Creature of water is how I translate this. This alcove... Creature of fire is written under this alcove. This must be the entrance to the temple. In the past, it must have been a side entrance or something. The actual temple with the main entrance has sunk into the ocean. I hope the connection to it's still intact behind this door. This is the alcove for the creature of air. Creature of the earth is written there. Captain Bonnet can get water up from the sea with a bucket whilst the airship's still in flight. But I don't have a clue what he does with it after that. He certainly doesn't wash with it.
Pick up the bucket. Here we go.
Human ropes are so primitive. They get dirty, they rot, and they break. I'd better not stand on that. Looks unsafe.
Fire fairies.
Those are fire fairies. They're very rare. I haven't seen any for 200 years. Fire fairies consist of pure fire. They have to gather nectar the whole day to maintain their flame. Those are fire fairies. They're
Alright. I have a line, a fishbone, and a bucket. Ah!
I've tied the fishbone to the end of the string.
Nice.
I've tied the rope to the stick,
I have
and
a
at the end
fishy-
of the rope, the
Look at this.
fishbone acts as a hook. Just missing the bait now.
Aha, nice. Fishing rod. I need some bait now, huh? Take honey from the hive with the bucket.
The bucket's too big. I don't want to destroy the whole nest. The bees will...
Alright, pour water onto the dry area.
The earth is sucking the water up like a sponge. Something's moving in the earth. There are worms. The water's enticed them out. I'll take a few before they disappear again.
Now I have... Oh, I have worms for bait. Nice.
That gives me a fully functional fishing rod.
Alright, let's catch a fish.
Hey, Wilbur, could you give me a hand?
Of course.
Can you catch a fish for me?
I never fished before. I'm from the mountains.
It's very simple and completely safe. Come here.
Oh, alright. This is what I meant when I said I wanted to help.
Now you cast the line and wait for a fish to bite.
I should...
Just throw it in.
He's gonna throw the whole thing in. Yup, I knew it.
How do you know if a fish is bitten?
Oh,
Wow.
One's bit!
that's great.
She had to go swimming after it.
And now, what next?
You go and stand next to Cheep Cheep again. I'll call you if I need any more help.
Okay.
I'll put the fish into the bucket. At least it'll have a bit of water in there.
Oh my goodness. He just threw the whole thing out there. I knew he was gonna do that. Can I, like, pour the water?
The bucket's
There?
too big.
Nope, never mind. Oh, put worms into the earth alcove.
I'll place several creatures of the earth into the alcove.
Water. There we go.
There's no doubt that the fish is a creature of water.
Okay. Nate.
Captain Bonnet,
Hmm?
are you quite sure that you're repairing that airship?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
It's raining breadcrumbs. Don't tell me that we took that detour yesterday solely to get your bread rolls.
What are you implying?
So it was just incompetence. I thought as much. Did you intend to throw the jar at my head? Hello? Oh.
I can see those two are getting along well.
A little glass jar with a lid. There are still traces of jam left in it.
Ooh, jam. Put honey into this jar.
I'm supposed to reach into the bee's nest.
But there's no way for me to do that until I deal with the bees. Maybe I can get the fireflies?
Fire fairies consist of pure fire. They have to gather nectar the whole day to make...
Nope. No. Hey, Wilbur.
I can manage perfectly well on my own, and if I need gnome help, then I know where...
Cheep, cheep.
Hello, Cheep.
There's some kind of creatures of the air alcove
There
there.
are 4 little alcoves by the entrance, and Creature of the Air is written under one of them. Well, I just wondered if you could perhaps go into the alcove for a bit. Oh, get out of here, it's not a trap. Female intuition. Oh well, I'll fill the other alcoves first, and then we can talk. Maybe you could help me to get at the honey in the bee's nest. Perhaps you could distract them. You can fly so much better than them.
Are you crazy? You want me to have to deal with bees? Oh, alright, fine. Come and get me.
Quick, while Cheep Cheep's distracting the bees. There isn't much honey in the
Nice.
glass and it's
Very
covered in
nice.
bits of honeycomb, but there's enough for a sandwich.
A sandwich. Oh, wait a minute. Catch a fire fairy with the jar.
The fire fairies are cautious. They're keeping away from me. I better not stand on that. Looks unsafe. This could work. The intellectual capacities of fairies are completely overrated. Come on, lovely honey.
Nice.
I've got you.
That's
I
there
think
now.
one could call this little beastie a creature of fire.
Alright, so now, Cheep Cheep.
Hello, Cheep Cheep. You are the only thing missing. A creature of the air. Now come on, please, just sit in the alcove.
Oh, alright.
There you are. No trap. However, the door isn't opening either. Perhaps one has to...
Oh.
Cheep!
Uh-oh.
Hello? Cheep Cheep!
Cheep Cheep? How
Thank
could
the
you do that
gods
to
you're
me?
Okay.
Do you have any idea what that could have done to me?
Can't have been that bad.
You have no idea.
Oh, very well. But not the whole lot in one go. See you, Cheep Cheep.
I just imagine that bird just yelling at her like that in that voice. Being a complete jerk to her. It just amuses me very much. That silly bird. Alright, let's go inside.
You want to come?
Of course.
Okay, but keep behind me and don't touch anything. And what about Mr. Professional Treasure Hunter? Are you coming?
Well, there are still a few things to do on the ship here.
Really?
He's like, I'm fine
Would
up
you rather
here,
wait
thank
out here then
you.
and warn us if the shades or that adorable bounty hunter appear?
On the other hand, you'd be completely stuck in that temple without me. And don't touch anything. If you see a precious stone anywhere, call me. It could be a trap.
If you're such an expert, shouldn't you be going ahead?
Not all traps can be seen in time. The expedition leader needs to keep safe.
Wilbur, stay well away from him if you value your life.
What? This temple is ancient. What could happen to you here?
Uh-huh.
Shouldn't something unexpected happen now?
Enough messing around.
Huh.
We've got a job to do. Come on and stick close together.
Yeah, as close as possible, baby.
Oh my gosh. And there you go. Great, now these two are stuck
Damn.
here.
Oh, great.
Well, that unexpected thing happened. It was just a little delayed.
Stay calm. I'll think of something.
Oh, I can switch between all three of them. Okay.
I wonder where these roots are coming from. There aren't any big trees around here. Perhaps there were some here in the past, and these are the remnants of the ancient woodlands. The roots look strong. Some are nearly as thick as my arm. I wonder where... 4 stone rings with symbols on them, one above the other. They look like they could be turned. I guess they have to form some kind of combination. But trial and error isn't going to work here. There'll be thousands of possibilities.
Let's see. The temple or climb into the tunnel?
Was bound to happen. And who goes and lands right at the bottom in the mud? Well, I'm hoping it's mud. It's so dark here, I can't see my hand in front of my face. As long as it's pitch black, I'd rather stay put. For all I know, I could be standing on top of a slim stone column surrounded by piranhas with clubs.
My first sunken temple, and the first thing I do is run into a trap. This is so cool.
Wilbur's having the time of his life.
That's some sort of stone slab. I can't move it. That's some sort of... I can't...
Okay. Back to Ivo.
Everything okay down there?
Oh, everything's hunky-dory.
I'm okay.
Alright. Climb into the tunnel.
I'm not going down.
Nope.
I'll leave them to it.
Ha! She's just gonna leave them down there. She's like, I'll just go explore.
Looks like it goes further into the temple there. I should be very careful.
Ooh. What's up there?
There's something glittering on the other side up there. I can't see what it is and I can't get close to it.
Whoa, look at that
It
water.
looks absolutely beautiful. The jelly glowfish are making the water glow with their bioluminescence. Wow, there must be gazillions of jelly glowfish. It looks
Alright. Oh, a failed adventurer.
This adventurer's had it. Doesn't look like his machete helped him much.
Oh, let's take that machete. Ooh, another ledge with something on it.
There's something glittering on the balcony. That could be the second crystal. Peculiar face it's pulling. The mouth's open wide. Looks like it should be fed with something. There's another face like that over there. Looks exactly the same as this one here. This door has no handle, no knob, and no lock. Just this crystal. Peculiar face it's pulling. The mouth, there's an...
Okay. Touch the crystal.
Wow, that looks very promising. Only nothing else is happening. My guess is that a crystal goes in the same place, exactly like the door.
So I gotta somehow get those. Can't use that. No. Nope, nope, nope. Well, let's go back out. See if this machete can somehow help out here.
I guess they have to form some kind of combination, but trial and error isn't going to work here. There'll be thousands of possibilities.
Cut a root off. A roof off. Swing to the other side. Okay. And then she can go back out. Now where's Cheap? To be like, hey, Cheap, guess what happened? Nope, never mind. She can't do anything else out here, it looks like.
The alcoves have opened again. The worms, the fish, and the fairy have disappeared. The glass jar has remained in the alcove. I'll take that with me.
Aha!
The fish has disappeared along with the water, but the bucket still looks okay.
Okay, so I got those back. And there's nothing else out here, so let's go back in here.
Perhaps I could climb down there, but those two would never make it up to the top. I wonder if I should just leave them down there and fetch the artifact myself. I could come back once the artifact's safe.
Put the glass jar into the bucket? Not the bucket onto the line.
I could put the glass jar into the bucket, but why would I put an empty glass jar in there?
Huh.
I've tied the bucket to the rope.
Aha!
I could put the glass...
Nope. Swing across. Very nice. So somehow this and this are gonna help out in here. Cast the line.
The rope would be long enough to let down to Wilbur, but it's too thin for him to climb up.
Okay. Still can't climb into the tunnel, right?
I'm not going down.
Nope. Alright. Back in here. Let's see. No. Oh, catch a jelly glowfish.
These jelly glowfish have
Aha.
presumably never seen a bipedal being. They're very trusting.
Put
The
it
jar
into
with
the
the
bucket.
jelly glowfish
Nice.
is in the bucket.
Can't use it in here, but I can take it back out and lower it to give them some light. It's all coming together.
Hey, Wilbur, I'm sending a jelly glowfish down to you.
There we go. Now he's got some light down there.
Thanks. Hey, there's symbols on this door.
What do they look like?
Something that looks like a snail with a long neck, a fish without a head, a sort of branch, and a star.
Well, that's all well and good, but could you throw the light down to me now? I can't see my hand in front of my face down here.
Sorry. Sorry.
Huh. Careful. Oh. Whoo!
What do you see?
That was close.
A passage. No idea where it leads. Out of this hole, I hope.
Alright. I guess we can switch to them now. What can Wilbur do? Anything? Nope.
I think this stone plate is a door. There's 4 symbols chiseled into it. Water things. A long-necked snail, a
Yeah,
headless...
you already told us. Alright. Alright, let's switch to Nate. Look at this
What
head.
an ugly mug. I hope that's not who built the temple. The figure's mouth looks like it should open, but not like that. What an ugly...
Look at the roots.
The roots are hanging pretty low, but still too high for me to climb. The roots are hanging...
Alright, step onto the platform. Leave the platform. Walk through the door. Uh-huh. Look at the wheel.
A big wheel just crying out to be turned. But it won't turn. There's a metal catch stopping it.
Uh-huh.
As long as that catch is there, I can't turn the wheel. And I can't see any way of releasing the catch.
Unless Ivo comes over here. Oh, hold on. She can mess with this now?
What sort of symbols were on Wilbur's door? Something looking like a snail with a long neck, a fish
Oh.
without a head, a branch and a star.
can't tell that's a snail. This is a star. That's a tree. This looks like a branch. Nah, I got a Wilbur so you can remind me what the symbols were.
I think this stone plate is a door. There's 4 symbols chiseled in water things.
Long-necked
A
snail,
long-necked
headless
snail,
fish.
a headless fish.
Okay, headless fish. That kind of looks like a headless fish. Maybe this branch? Nope. Oh, that did it.
The door's open, Ivor!
As I thought, things in the temple are controlled with these stone discs. Presumably one of the priest's little games. Open sesame! That kind of stuff.
Ha.
I'm not going down.
So now Wilbur can get through.
One of the stones has fallen out of the wall. Sooner or later, the entire temple will collapse. One of the stones has fallen.
Okay. There's another door there. Oh.
Looks a little like my Aunt Ethel.
Aha.
Maybe the mouth can be opened. Nope. Even at this depth, there are still roots, and it looks like they keep going down. Maybe I could reach them with Papaneeks' help. Papaneeks, could you give me a boost up?
Why should I?
Then I might be able to reach the roots.
And then what?
Well, then I pull myself up.
So what good does that do me?
Well, maybe I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Gee, a little reluctant to want to help out.
All right then.
There we
It
go.
worked.
I'll wait and celebrate later, when I'm out.
Alright, let's take a look over here at this hatch.
That's sort of a hatch with a wheel.
Huh.
It's no use.
Okay, Nate.
A big wheel just crying, but it won't turn.
Alright. Let's see. Trying to figure out which of these puzzles.
That's quite
and
a chunk of
how.
rock, but I might still be able to move it. I'd better not let the
Ah.
stone fall down that hole.
Put into a hole. Uh-huh. And then...
Captain Nate, could you give me...
He's like, again?
Thanks.
Let's try this now.
The stone would just go down. That wouldn't help us.
Well, then what was the point of that? Well, we will continue to try and figure out this puzzle when we come back. Stay tuned.